Hey everyone, it's Cinema Lovers Incorporated, back at you again with another video. Now before you dislike this video, let me clear this up. This is not a list for the best SJW films. This is a list for the worst SJW films. I just wanted to cut the title back as much as possible so it could be as simple as possible. So let's just get right into the video. So, SJWs. Love them or hate them. I personally hate them. Most of the community hates SJWs for what they do to the world, how corrupt and just evil these people are, and they just want to make it rough for not only men, but the entire community that doesn't follow them. So, the top 5 SJW films, well, let's jump right into it. Getting down at number 5 is the new Little Mermaid, coming out, I believe, in 2020 or 2021. Now, this film is so high on the list, number 5, because technically it's not out yet, and we've barely heard about anything about the film. The reason why this is number 5 is Ariel is black. Now, I have nothing against black actors, black characters, but when you change a character to a black female, then I'm kind of not okay with that. For example, if you even changed a black character to a white character, I would have an even bigger problem. It just doesn't work. It's just horrible to think about Ariel being this black woman who Ariel is this woman with red hair. Her hair is super red. It's as red as a rose, and she's a white mermaid. I just don't think a black mermaid would fit very well on the big screen. It might work better on animation, but not on the big screen, the motion picture theater screen, you know, where you look and it's huge. I don't think it would look right to have this black woman, because think about it. Ariel, if she's black, she will not be the only black character. Her whole entire family will have to be black. This means her sisters, her even father, all of them will be black, and it just doesn't sound right. It sounds more like diversity, in my opinion. They're trying to shove diversity down our throats. Anyone can be Ariel, and that is not okay in my personal opinion. Think about Princess and the Frog. The woman, the princess, is black. What if you made her a white female? That would be just as bad as making Ariel black. I have nothing against black people or African Americans or Asians, Chinese, Japanese, whites, everyone. I'm tired of them shoving a political agenda down our throats, SJW bullcrap. So that's why The Little Mermaid's number 5. It's not out yet. Number 4 is Terminator Dark Fate. The reason why it's number 4 is, again, it's not out yet, but of course we know a lot more about this movie. The director is being a jerk on social media to people that don't love SJWs. He's calling us bullies. And Terminator Dark Fate has mostly a female cast. The 3 main characters are all female. The main one, who is the toughest, is a SJW lesbo tough masculine character who looks just like a man. It's disgusting because she is trying to be a man. She's trying to be tough and masculine. Her short hair, where she can do anything that a man can do. She's probably most likely a Mary Sue as well, where she's just jumping around, doing whatever the heck she wants to do. And then you have Linda Hamilton back, where she has a rocket launcher. Now, I'm not against Linda Hamilton yet, because Sarah Connor was such a great character back in the first and second film. They must make her character good again in this one, or I will go off. I will. So yeah, Terminator Dark Fate. The director is talking about how this new character, this half Terminator, half human character, will make feminist haters cry, and it will make them tear up. And I'm like, oh my god, this is not going to be good. And it looks like it's a woman film again, a woman power. So yeah, Terminator Dark Fate is at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is Toy Story 4. Now, Toy Story 4, at first glance, does not look like an SJW movie. But when you look further into the plot, Bo Peep is the clear example of an SJW. She's this beautiful woman who has been kind of fractured in her life by a kid, but she comes out on top as this tough character who takes no orders, who can do whatever the heck she wants, and she is her own person. Well, Buttercup, think about it. The kids in the film represent the men. The men hurt the women. In the SJW world, men hurt women, the kids hurt the toys. It's just symbolism, and it's pathetic. Bo Peep, it never explains why she's like this. She has karate moves. She's just this perfect character. Sure, she's been banged up a lot, but they barely touch upon it. They say that she's been in this store for a couple years, but that's it. They should have had a flashback explaining where she's been, how far she's come. But no, she's just a typical Mary Sue female who is perfect in every way. There's been a little beaten up, but she comes up strong, and yeah, perfect in every way. Coming up at number 2, you know it, I know it, Ghostbusters 2016. Ghostbusters 2016 is the clear example of what's wrong in Hollywood today. You take a great film from 1984, a classic with Bill Murray, Harold Ramis, Dan Aykroyd, and that black guy. I forgot his name. Ernie Hudson. I'm sorry. My apologies, everyone. And you turn it into this feminist bull crap, this feminism crap where you have an all-female cast where they make blood, period jokes, boob jokes, and all the men in the film are stupid dogs. For example, Chris Hemsworth is a complete idiot in the movie, but all the women, ooh, they're tough. They make the gadgets. They can do whatever the heck they want, and they're shooting ghosts. They're fighting ghosts. And it's all colorful and bright. The CGI is awful. The jokes are terrible. It's just a bad movie because the women are not relatable like men. Men jokes, I'm not being sexist, but men jokes are more kind of for an audience. You can have a bigger audience with men jokes because men, most of the time, they don't talk about their penis and stuff. A lot of woman jokes talk about their boobs, periods, dating, all of that, and it just doesn't work in my opinion because it's only for that audience, that female audience. It's not for a whole audience. Like Ghostbusters was for everyone. Anyone could laugh. A woman could laugh. A man could laugh. Anyone. Ghostbusters, however, in 2016, it's more of a female film for the girls, for the SJWs, and that's why Ghostbusters 2016 is at number 2. Now we all know what number 1 is. We know it's one of the most controversial, most just horrible films of all time. We know it. You know it. Star Wars The Last Jedi. Now, this movie, when I saw the trailer back in 2018, or was it 2017? My apologies. 2017. When I saw the trailer back in 2017 for this film, something was off. It felt more like a product. It felt less like a Star Wars film. It relied heavily on CGI, and the characters, the writing in the trailer felt off. It felt weird and different. But I was still hopeful for the movie. I ended up finding the movie okay when I watched it, but it wasn't until a couple weeks later where people really started breaking down the flaws with Star Wars The Last Jedi. Every single man in the film is an incompetent fool, a complete idiot who makes horrible decisions. From Finn to Poe, most of the characters in the movie are idiots, but guess what? All the females in the film are 100% perfect in every way, making great decisions, amazing decisions, and they are Mary Sue's. Rey, for example, a character we just met in Force Awakens, pushes down Luke Skywalker, played by Mark Hamill, who we have known since 1977. She barely has any training, and she knocks him down on his butt. And it is completely just awful to watch. It's entirely disrespectful. And women, there's even a pink-haired lady in there where she's talking to Poe, calling Poe like this. He's just being this tough man who's making problems, blah, blah, blah. And Luke Skywalker is this old man, and Rey has to help him. Oh, Luke is stubborn. Oh, he's a man, he's stubborn, and Rey has to wake him up. Oh my gosh. And it kind of represents feminism. Rey is trying to get Luke to become an SJW just like her. That's kind of symbolizing the birth of an SJW. So, Star Wars Last Jedi is number 1. All of the main actors are extremely bad. Just think about it. If you're not a bad guy, for example, Kylo Ren, if you're not bad, if you're a good guy, you will be crapped on. All the men on the good side are crapped on, but if you're on the dark side, you're good. You're a good guy. You know why? Because being on the dark side is okay. We can have diversity. It's okay. Shh. We're gonna hold your hand through it. Shh, it's okay. That's why Star Wars The Last Jedi is number 1. Do you agree with my list? Let me know down below what you think of my list. Let me phrase this up. These are the 5 films I have seen or want to see. There are tons of SJW movies out there, but I haven't seen all of those movies before. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to my do whatever the heck you want to do, and goodbye. Bye, everyone.